What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to another video and to the channel. So in this video, I'm not going to be doing any sort of maintenance task or mod installation or anything. I just wanted to talk with you guys about the mods that I have on my BMW 328i. For those of you that are new here and just have recently subscribed, I have a 2009 BMW 328i xDrive LCI. And as you can tell, I've done a lot of things to this car. I've completely just got carried away with modding this thing. So I have a lot of aftermarket parts on this car, and I do get quite a few questions from people who just bought their first BMW, which is a 328i, usually the same one as mine, and they usually ask me, what are some good mods to do that are cheap to start off with. So I'm here to share with you guys the top 10 cheapest mods that I have on my BMW 328i. So when I say top 10 cheapest mods, I mean starting from 10, the 10th cheapest mod that I have on this car, going all the way up to number 1, which would be the cheapest modification I have on this car. I will link all of these, as many as I can, down below if you want to check these out. So anyway, here are the top 10 cheapest modifications I have on my BMW 328i. So starting at number 10 here, I have my carbon fiber spoiler lip that I have on my trunk. This cost me $222 with tax and shipping and everything. And I got it from ECS Tuning, which I'm pretty sure most of you know. They have a lot of aftermarket parts and also just maintenance parts. I got it from them because this is the only place I can really find this specific design. I originally had another one from eBay that was similar, but it was more bulky. It was a little cheaper, but I didn't like how it looked really bulky. This one has a more thinner look to the spoiler lip, which is what I like. So that's why I got this one. I think this one was perfect. This is exactly what I wanted. I love it. I haven't gotten tired of it. And the carbon fiber finish still looks great despite being in the sun majority of the time. So yeah, definitely recommend this one if you are looking for a carbon fiber spoiler lip. At number 9, I have the BMS Pedal Tuner. It's actually not in this car right now. I have it in my F30, but I'm just going to throw it in there because it is the 9th cheapest mod that I have bought for this car. It costs $200 total with shipping and everything. It is from Burger Motorsports. Now, if you don't know, what this thing does is give you the ability to adjust the pedal sensitivity of your pedal. So you don't have to step on your pedal as hard for it to get going. You can adjust it to however you want. There's all sorts of levels. There's like a street mode, a sport mode, and then the race mode. Obviously the race mode's most sensitive. The street mode's still more sensitive than the stock mode, but not as sensitive as the race mode. Now, it does not add any horsepower. I would like to mention that again. It's very important. Don't think this pedal tuner gives you horsepower. It doesn't. It only really increases the driving experience, as the only way I can describe it. I do like it. It did make the car much more fun since the pedal response is kind of sluggish on this car. But yeah, this is a cool mod to have in your 328i to make it feel a little bit faster. So I definitely recommend that if you are looking for some mods to add to your 328i. At number 8 here, I have my side skirt extensions that I got from a seller off of eBay. Now, the seller actually is not only on eBay, he has his own little business. He has an Instagram. I actually found him on Instagram originally, but I just found his listing on eBay. So I just bought it through eBay. But he makes the side skirt extension himself, and he also has some other exterior parts that you can buy from him, not just side skirt extensions. But if you are looking for side skirt extensions, these are some great ones that are not too expensive. I got these for $150. These are on the cheaper end when it comes to side skirts, like high quality side skirts. I originally had another set that I also got from eBay, but it was only plastic, so it ended up fading after about a year. So I got these that are wrapped in gloss black that have, I believe, more protection against the sun from fading. So so far they're holding up great, but I haven't had any issues with them. But I'll have to see if any damage starts appearing from the sun after a year or two. I'll definitely update you guys if anything happens with those, but these are not too expensive. They are a good mod to start out with if you're looking for some side skirt extensions. At number 7 here, I have my AFE air intake scoops that are on the front behind the two grills. They are the lime green things behind the grills if you've ever seen the front of the car. Originally they were black, but I painted them lime green because that's my favorite color and I wanted them to match the brake calipers. But these are from AFE, if you've heard of them. They do a lot of air intake stuff and performance modifications for BMWs and a bunch of other cars. These don't really add any like sort of performance. They're just more for looks, so that's why I bought them. I think they give the front end a little more unique look and cooler look. These cost $110, but like I said, they don't really add anything except for looks. I do recommend these if you are wanting to add a little bit of spice to the front end of your BMW E90. Now at number 6 here, it's a previous front lip that I had on my BMW 320i, but I took off and replaced with a gloss black one. But the one I have on right now that's gloss black isn't available anymore, so I figured I'd share the previous one that I had with you guys since it was cheaper and they are available. The lip cost $108, that's what it's currently priced at right now. I paid around the same, it was like $100. But it is just a simple plastic lip with a pretty cool design. It looks like my gloss black one. It has like little sharp edges on the sides of it. But it is only plastic, so it will fade after like a year, which is why I ended up replacing it with the gloss black one, because it ended up fading. But they are cheaper. The quality isn't as good as the one I have on, but it is a good start if you're looking for a front lip. It's not too expensive and it looks pretty good for what it is. So I definitely recommend that if you want a cheap front lip. I got it off of eBay. Once again, I get a lot of my parts from eBay because they just have a lot of products available that aren't too expensive, since I'm not trying to spend, you know, $500 on a lip like I did on my F30. So yeah, that lip is available on eBay. It is $108. It is cheaper, but just know it will probably fade after about a year or maybe earlier, depending how often it's in the sun. So it just really depends on that. So at number 5 here, I have my rear bumper extensions. They are the little plastic pieces that are on the sides of the rear bumper that kind of stick down a little bit, that add a little bit of aggressiveness to the rear part of the car. I got these from a guy off of Instagram. He has his own little business called BWE Customs, I think. He does stuff like this. He also has side skirt extensions. That's another place you can get some if you're looking for those, but I do believe they're a little bit more expensive, or maybe around the same price as the one I mentioned earlier. But these are really cheap, $40, and they are really easy to install. You don't need to drill or anything. They just simply bolt in place with the bolts that are already there that hold the bumper in place. So really easy to install. Definitely recommend these as a cheap first mod. At number 4, I have my carbon fiber e-brake handle that I have in the interior. I got this from Amazon for only $40, and for $40 it looks really good. The carbon fiber looks real. It adds a nice carbon fiber feel to the interior of a car. It's pretty easy to install. It's not that difficult. Definitely recommend this for a good first interior mod. At number 3 here, I have my gloss black grills that have the M style, you know, slats right in front of my AFE air scoops. This is probably one of the best, cheapest mods that I have, because I just think it really adds a lot to the front of the car in terms of its uniqueness and aggressiveness. The OEM ones are just kind of boring, but this one adds a little bit of spice, as the only word I can use to describe all of these mods. This one was only $38 off of Amazon, so again, it's pretty cheap. Not pretty cheap, really cheap compared to the other mods that I have. The only thing about these is the fitment isn't that great. I had to use some zip ties to secure them in place because I actually lost one of them on the freeway when I was driving. I saw it fly out above the car and then behind me. So I was driving around with one grill for a little while there, so I had to order another set of these so I can make it a complete pair. So just be aware of that. Though they are cheap, the quality of fitment isn't that great. However, the paint finish and the gloss black finish is perfect. Haven't had any issues with that. But you can just simply secure them with some zip ties. So I don't think it's that big a deal. For $38, these are a great first mod. Coming in at number 2, I have my LED Sequential smoked side markers that I got from Amazon. These were only $28, so these are really cheap. These get rid of the OEM stock look of the the halogen bulb side markers that originally come on the car. Mine were kind of yellowed out, so I got these instead because I like the LED look and the sequential look of the side markers. The one I got specifically isn't that great in terms of the fitment. However, they work perfectly. I haven't had any issues with them, and I've had them on for, I think, almost a year now. So yeah, I haven't had any of them fall out, despite having the fitment not really that secure. So that's a surprise, honestly. I thought I'd lose one of them by now, but I haven't, so that's great. But that's what you get for $28. I think it's fine for what it is. I'm not trying to spend that much on just some side markers. These are great. For me, like things like this don't need to be perfect, and the fitment doesn't need to be perfect. As long as it doesn't fly out and don't malfunction, I don't care if the fitment is off. So that's why I'm recommending these for you guys. So yeah. Now, coming in at number 1 as the cheapest mod that I have on my BMW 328i, it is my silver push start button for the ignition. This cost me $12. I got it from Amazon. The stock stop buttons are black, but mine, when I first got my car, was kind of, you know, peeling off and like black was coming off. So I wanted to replace it. I didn't want to get a colored one because, you know, you can get like red or blue or yellow. But I didn't want to do that because I didn't really have any of those colors on the car, so I didn't think they'd really go with anything. So I just went with the silver one because I felt like that was more unique than just adding a red one, since a lot of people do that. And I really like the silver one. Like, I don't regret getting the silver one at all. I do not wish I'm glad I didn't get the colored ones. But this adds a nice unique touch to your interior, and it is extremely cheap compared to the other mods you can do to this car, and I definitely recommend this. But yeah, this is the cheapest mod. It is very simple. It's kind of a tiny bit more complicated to install because you have to take apart the ignition thing. It's not too difficult. You can definitely find a video on how to take apart the ignition button on YouTube somewhere, I'm pretty sure. I think I found it on YouTube somewhere. That's how I did it on mine. But yeah, guys, that is the cheapest mod that I have on this car. So there you have it, guys. Those are my top 10 cheapest mods that I have on the car or have had previously. These are all great mods to start off with if you just purchased your 328i E90. These are on the cheaper side, but as you saw, like, the price increases pretty quickly as you go up in modifications when it comes to like the spoiler, side skirts, front lip, stuff like that. The price does go up pretty quickly, so just be ready for that. I will link as many of these as I can down in the description below if you want to check these out. So yeah, hopefully I was able to help some of you who are just starting to mod your 328i. I will actually do a follow-up video to this one where I talk about the top 5 most expensive mods that I have on this car. I think that'll be an interesting one, since there are some mods that I have on this car that are really expensive. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much going to wrap up this video. If you have any comments or questions or anything, feel free to comment those, as always, down below in the comment section. Thank you guys for watching, and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. And if you're new here, subscribe for more content like this. But I will see you guys in the next video.